Good morning, Costa Rica. I decided to make a video about self-love because that seems to be a topic that applies for many people. So I thought, let me make a video and share what I've learned about self-love. Let me first explain you the mechanism why it is so difficult to love ourselves. I think we all have had our fair share of trauma in our youth, or at least most people have. And trauma comes in many ways. For some people it's about growing up without a father or a mother or both, being an orphan. And for other people it's about, having an absent parent while he's being there. Maybe we have a drunk father who's an alcoholic, or maybe our mother is a workaholic, or maybe just all the attention went to a brother or a sister because they needed it more, or you thought they were favorite. We all have examples of this. And when we come into the world as little Jan or little Kim or little Becky or whatever, we expect to be loved unconditionally, to receive unconditional love. And then we encounter moments that it's not there. When your parent divorce, or maybe they're even violated, abused, physically or mentally. And those are really difficult moments. And as a small child, we don't know how to deal with that situation. It has a very big impact on us. And we try to avoid to ever have that feeling again. For example, in my childhood, my father and my mother divorced, and my father went away, and my father, not at a big distance, created a new life with a second wife who already had a daughter. And they had, in my perspective, a good life. And he left behind his family with a lot less resources and attention than he organized for his family at that moment. And I felt not wanted, not seen. So in future situations, wherever I thought I was not seen or not welcome or not valued, I applied tricks. I ate chocolate or something sweet to feel better, to avoid that the feeling or the pain got bigger. Later on in life I started smoking as a 12-year-old. I smoked 2 packages a day for 28 years. So it took me some time. And then a few years later I discovered alcohol. Not maybe 14. I discovered alcohol. So because when you smoke, you have this feeling there's something happening which are not comfortable for you or for me. You smoke a cigarette because it takes down the edges. You take a drink to not feel, to numb yourself. And there are many tricks to avoid the pain or to deny the pain. Some people go gambling, I know that one too. Or some people go buy stuff, get a new iPhone, new shoes, maybe buy a new car if you have a different budget. So we try to avoid re-experiencing that pain by looking for short-term solutions. short-term anesthetics. We all do that, huh? Yeah, some people get addicted to sex, that feeling of orgasm, feeling good. And other people have found a trick to go out of contact. Oh, if you stay here, I go walk the dog. Or talk to the hand, because the face ain't listening. Tricks we do, we learn unconsciously to avoid similar situations. We're not aware of that. So later in life, when your wife doesn't want to listen to you, and you have got a strong reaction, you grab a chocolate bar. Or you go out, walk with the dog. You're not aware of it because our unconscious mind tries to save us from re-experiencing the difficult moment. But the thing is, what's really, sometimes we overreact. So how does that work? Well, we overreact because it's called triggering. For instance, I came home after work and my partner, my wife, couldn't give me a kiss. And it was only something small, but for me, it triggered my inner pain, which was still there, of not feeling welcome, not feeling loved. So it was maybe just like this, but it felt really big for me. It was being triggered. So we tend to overreact on similar situations without being aware of it. So that's why I'm making this video, to make you aware of yourself, of your own behavior. And use myself as an example. So that's what we all do. We drink, we eat, we smoke, we use, we fuck, we buy, we run away. We got very angry inside. We all do that. That's one of the results of childhood trauma, or trauma in general. Try to avoid it. The other thing is that it can really motivate you. So for instance, I will get good grades, or I will make a lot of money, I will show I'm worthy of being a good son or a good human being. Or maybe we say, later when I have children, I'm going to be a different mother. And I'm going to be a better parent. I'm not going to give the same experience that I had in my childhood to my children. So that's beautiful. If you look at the most successful people in the world, usually they have a really lousy childhood because that motivated them to go beyond regular limits. So that's another thing. And what we all tend to have in common, it is more easy to us to take care of other people than to take care of ourselves. And by doing that, we lose ourselves, satisfying other people's needs. So here I am, baking 1 or 2 birthday cakes. But I'm not losing myself. I'm having fun. I like to bake. I'm okay. So, nothing wrong with taking care of other people, in my mind. No, it's beautiful. It's fulfilling. But the special part is, the important part is that don't lose yourself. So that's what we tend to do. That's what I've done for 50 years. Taking extremely good care of my loved ones and other people, even people I didn't know that good. I went the extra mile, but living an auto-destructive life. Smoking, drinking, eating, stress, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, almost diabetic, while taking care of others. How lost can you be? Well, I was lost. So, why do we lose ourselves taking care of other people? Well, the mechanism is as follows. We have this traumatic experience, especially when the younger you have it, the more impact it has on your life. The younger you are, the more programmable you are. And we develop this survival behavior, and we disconnect from our feelings because they're difficult, they're big, too big to handle, especially at that age. And maybe become motivated. But if you have had many experiences, maybe one long experience of not feeling welcome, not feeling appreciated, not feeling good enough, then at some point, now you start thinking it's about you. That you are not worthy of receiving love, or I'm not worthy of receiving love. Oh, my father could give it to my stepsister, but not to me. Oh, it's about me. He can do it with her, but he can't do it with me. So you think it's about you. And when you have that thought, or that many times, or a long period of time, then it becomes a kind of unconscious conviction. So you start to believe it yourself. Oh, I'm not worthy of receiving love. And with that conviction, we create the root of our inability to love ourselves. I'm not worthy of receiving love, so I will not give it to myself because I have this belief. I'm not worthy of it. And then later in life we're taking care of other people. And then when somebody says, oh, thank you, oh, I couldn't have done it without you, or oh, thank you for making my life easier, then we feel good, we feel useful, we feel loved, we feel, well, welcome, seen. So here we go, living our lives, taking care of others, spending our money, our love, our intimacy, our time, our energy. Take care of other people. And once again, nothing wrong with that. But it is wrong when you're unable to do that from yourself, because this is a very conditional love. You're doing it for somebody to appreciate you. That's what we do. It's very conditional. And all caused by a false conviction. In my mind, when my father didn't give love to me, in my perspective, I thought it was about me. But it was never about me. It was about him. Sorry for the knife, Dad. It was about him. He was unable to open his heart, not just to me, but to many people. He was unable to dare that. So it was never about me, it was about him. And then my mother got disappointed in life due to her love of her life leaving her. And when her energy changed also towards me, it was never about me. That was about her. Her being unable to let go of the past, to accept. So we're going to talk about that. So it was a false conviction. So we have this unconscious, strong conviction that we're not worthy of receiving love, and that inhibits us to love ourselves. So there we go, living our lives, taking care of other people, and in many times living ourselves auto-destructive, drinking too much, eating too much, working too much. So, there it is. That is the mechanism why it's so difficult to love ourselves. And sometimes people tell to me, I'll tell you that later. So the trick is to learn to love yourself. And that's, well, the mechanism again is really simple. It's like quit smoking. Quit smoking is, okay, put it down and never start a new one. It's that simple. 10 seconds, I can explain it to you. But to do it can be really difficult. The same is with self-love. I was living for 50 years without self-love, with this capacity, this incapacity to love myself. So I needed to learn to love myself. But the fact is, we're very programmable. As human beings, we're very programmable. But the good news is, you can be reprogrammed. And the best news of all is, you can do it yourself. You can reprogram you. That's a gift. So, there's some tricks to do that. It's a little bit like fake it till you make it, or force yourself into it. Well, I give you 5 tips. There are many more, but I give you 5. The first thing is, when you wake up in the morning, you sit down on the side of your bed and just caress your body. Thank your body. You came into this world with this only one instrument, which is your body. And just thank your body. I've put in a shitload of Coca-Cola and sugars, and I really mistreated my body. A lot of stress. And it kept functioning. How amazing is that? If somebody has led a destructive life, it was me. Don't you doubt that. I need to, for the sun, we'll change a little bit. No, not the best situation. No, we do it like this. And so for 1 or 2 minutes in the morning, just thank your body. Thank you. Be intimate with yourself. Give yourself some tenderness and appreciation. You can also see your body as your unconscious part. So by giving attention to your body, indirectly or directly, you're giving attention to your unconscious part as well. Good trick. Only 1 or 2 minutes a day. Do it for a month. Do all these things for a month and you'll have a different relationship with yourself. The second thing you can do, when you wake up in the morning, after being intimate and nice to yourself, everybody goes to the bathroom to have a pee or maybe brush their teeth or take a shower. There's a mirror there usually. Go in front of the mirror, look in your own eyes, a little bit longer than it's comfortable. Look in your own eyes, say, I love you, Jan. You are the most important person in my life. Today on my priority list, you're number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I will take good care of you. That's it. For many people this is extremely difficult to do. Do it anyway. It's going to be difficult maybe the first day. The second day is already more easy. And within a week you come smiling into the bathroom. Ta-da! I love you. Fake it till you make it. Reprogram yourself. That's number 2. Takes 30 seconds. The third part is treat your body well. Drink healthy, eat healthy. If you need to go to the toilet, go to the toilet. If you're tired, rest. If you're hungry, eat. Go into nature. Relax, unwind. Go to a river, go to the sea, go to the mountains, go to a garden. It doesn't matter. Go. So the third thing is treat yourself good. Number 4. It's more. It's the most difficult one for many people. Is learn how to set limits, boundaries to other people. And you don't put boundaries not to put other people outside, but you put boundaries to preserve your own safe space, to preserve your time, your agenda, your peace of mind, your good health, your good feeling. And if you put boundaries to other people, you do it in a loving way. Explain to them, it's not about them. I give you an example. Recently my friend invited me to his birthday party. He was getting 50 and come over and have a party. And I told him, oh, I'm happy you're getting 50, my dear friend. And I'd love to celebrate it with you, but parties, a lot of people together, it's not for me. I don't feel well. I see it as a theater. I like to more to communicate one-on-one. I feel lost with all the alcohol and the music and for me, shallowness. And so let me celebrate your birthday with you. Next week I invite you for lunch, and it's my gift to you, and we have a good talk about life and what's keeping you busy. But thank you for inviting me for your birthday party, but I'm not coming. Please let us celebrate your birthday together another way. If I do it like that, everybody will understand. They know it's not against them. I'm preserving myself. And consciously or unconsciously, they will appreciate me for doing that. Because we all lack that capacity to do that things sometimes, or some people all the time. So put limits to other people, but do it in a loving way. Yeah? Do it how you would like to receive that message. That's number 4. Number 5 is, at the end of the day, the last 1 or 2 minutes, they are for you with you. Be honest with yourself. How did I do? This morning I started my day by telling myself I loved myself, that was important, that was my highest priority, and I would take good care of myself. Well, how did I do? Did I eat well? Did I take enough rest? Was I able to put limits to other people? Did I lose myself? And if you fucked up, don't worry. Just forgive yourself. Tomorrow is a new day. But the trick is to become aware of yourself. Start looking at yourself like a third person. And do this for a month. It takes maybe 15 minutes a day, and you will change your relationship. And to go a little bit deeper, so here we had this childhood experience, which was not nice. Little Jan didn't feel seen or welcome or appreciated. And that was painful. And to avoid that pain, I closed my heart. I went more into my mind, which is really good, so that doesn't help. I can do a lot with my mind. And I adapted this, I learned this survival behavior, and I never took myself seriously. Well, that little Jan, or that little Sarah, or that little John, today is still inside of me, and of you, and of you. So imagine, we had this childhood trauma where other people didn't, sorry for the knife, where other people didn't take good care of little Jan, whoever. And then we change our lives, and in fact what we do, we are neglecting little Jan or little Sarah or little Crystal completely. We give up ourselves, our free time, our money, our intimacy to please others. We're not creating a safe space for ourselves or for little Jan inside of me. No, I'm giving away it all. So little Jan goes into hiding. He lives inside of me. I don't listen to my body. I put in 2 liters of Coca-Cola, 2 packages of cigarettes, and then 5 beers and whatever. So we're blaming other people for not seeing our little ones. And we feel unseen in our lives. But in the end, we are the worst person to our little one inside of us. So when you're in the mirror in the morning, looking on your eyes, maybe you should post a little picture of you in your childhood on the mirror. Look at those eyes. Say, I will take good care of you. Maybe that will help you to motivate. The sun changes a lot. That will help you to motivate to fulfill that promise you make to yourself. You make it to the little one inside of you. I will create a safe space for you. I will listen to you. I will take good care of you. See, as that little one lives inside of you, he needs a safe space. He needs healthy nourishment. He wants to be heard. He wants to be caressed and held. So you do that. And sometimes people tell me or ask me or say, Jan, if I start spending more time with me and putting myself higher on the priority list and loving myself more, then but I have the few friends that I have, I will be neglecting them or giving less attention. Our relationship will change. Well, I have good news. The opposite is true. When you learn to that's Tom. When you learn to fill your heart with love, you filling your heart with love and trust and respect and intimacy, you will have this abundant source, unlimited source to share your love with other people. But the beauty of it is it will become unconditional. Because you're already fulfilled. You're already full of love, full of happiness, full of joy. So when you interact with other people, it can be unconditional. And if they don't react nice, so if the morning if your girlfriend says, oh, maybe before you would react like, blah, 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 but now you say, oh, because you're already fulfilled. Oh, you're not having a nice day, are you? Shall I make some coffee?